What's up, you guys? Love from Leo here. I just wanted to come on and talk about the wonders of meditation and why you should be meditating on the regular basis. So, first off, what is meditation? Meditation is the act of quieting one's mind or your ego, so to speak. And it's a way to really just ground yourself. And everyone knows that there's some connotation, some bad connotation behind meditating. There's a lot of people that will say, oh, it doesn't do anything, or oh, you look crazy, or but when you really meditate for the first time, it's going to be kind of weird. You're going to feel a little out of place, especially if you're not, or you weren't used to doing that growing up or something like that. But when you really take the time and you're spiritually ready to take on the task of meditating and learning to quiet your mind, it's very refreshing. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn about things that you need to fix, or just things in general. It heals you, and it also keeps you grounded, but also activates the third eye. So it's just the one and all type of thing to do if you're a spiritual person. It's really just like the water of everything else. And to stay healthy, the number one thing to do is drink water. You know what I mean? So meditating, when it comes to spirituality, I would say is one of the most important things that you have to do. You can't really ascend if you're not aligned. If your chakras are not aligned, then you can't move up to the next level. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important to meditate. So how do you meditate? Some people choose to do the traditional way and sit with their legs crossed in yogi position. And then there's some people that listen to music to meditate. Then there's some people who lay down and they lay in nature and meditate. There's different forms of meditation. So what I would suggest to you is find the most comfortable way for you to be able to quiet your mind, but still be able to connect. So you don't want to you can meditate, when just sitting and thinking and just, quieting your mind. But if you really want a deep meditation session, it's best if you sit in a quiet space, with binaural beats, because it helps activate the third eye, or just with nothing on at all. I preferably like to have some type of drums in the background, and not like rock drums, but like, ancient drum mantras or binaural beats, anything of that nature, just to get me, on the rhythm of whatever chakra that I'm trying to align, or just whatever I feel is going to get me in that mindset to where I can quiet my mind and really just hone in on myself. It's not easy to just start meditating, or at least for me it wasn't, to stay consistent with meditating. So I wouldn't say force yourself to meditate. I would say do it when you feel the need to, or do it whenever you have the time. Don't force yourself, because then the next time when it is time for you to meditate, you might not want to if you put yourself on a schedule so soon. So it shouldn't be something that's strict. It should be something that you do to really relax yourself. So just like you would go shopping to have fun or to relax, or go to the spa to ease your mind, meditation should be something that you do at leisure, and something that you do to really, it's like self-care, you know what I mean? And it's really something that everyone should do, no matter what your beliefs are, because it's really, the basic thing is just quieting your mind. And so in doing that, you can receive more. You can get more information from source, and you know what I mean? You can really align yourself with whatever the universe needs to tell you. So if you're sporadic in nature and your mind or your ego's too big, you can't get what you need to get out of the universe. And chances are the path that you're going to take is the one for the harder road, so to speak. Because, there's no real such thing as good or bad. But the harder road will be probably what you encounter if you're not spiritually aligned, or trying to stay spiritually aligned. So for instance, when you do a substance, a psychedelic such as LSD or something, there's something that's called ego death. And ego death it can be scary if you're not ready, but at the same time, it can show you what it basically is like, when your ego is just out of the window. And so it's kind of like you're nothing, but you're everything, you know what I mean? And so it's really a telltale sign of, like, it's like giving you a review of what it's like to really, like, not have to think about anything except for everything around you, but at the same time think of nothing at all. I know it sounds crazy, I know it's contradicting, but it's literally like quieting your mind. If you ever just sat and tried to think of nothing, it's pretty hard. But with the help of meditation, you can get to that once you keep doing it you know, a lot more, and you get used to meditating, and you get used to quieting your mind even without having to sit with your legs crossed. You could just be out and about in the world and just know how to stay grounded, and that's the goal. You want to be able to move about in this world without having to be you know, just strewn across emotionally, and you want to be able to have control over your own energy and also protect yourself from others who are taking your energy. So meditation, again, is just anything that you can think of when it comes to spirituality, ascension, protection, mental stability in general, of any nature, of sobriety, anything that has to do with anything. Meditation basically is there to help. And it's because you're tapping into yourself and you're quieting your mind for once, because our ego is always on go for most of us, you know, until you master that. And so, and even when you do master it, sometimes you do have those human moments where your ego takes over. So meditation is just a way to help train you to be able to snap out of that if you are going through ego trips, or just to learn how to settle yourself if you've never even tried to before. So I would definitely recommend people to meditate. And if you're watching this video, it's because Source is trying to tell you need to meditate. I guarantee you. If you've been thinking about meditation, or if you're new to spirituality and you want to know more about it, look it up, get into it. There's so many ways to meditate. It's not just the typical way, or the traditional way. You know, there's different ways to meditate, and it's gonna feel weird at first. I must admit, it's gonna feel, you know, hard to close your eyes, because I remember when I first started, I would just my eyes would just pop open, because I don't know, it was like I just couldn't stay still, and that's not, you know, it's not the best thing, but with time and with practice, I was able to learn to meditate and learn to quiet my mind, and it helps you with discipline too. So meditation, again, is just an all-around great tool in order to help yourself and stabilize yourself, and just, you know, become a better person, and be a person who can listen to themselves without having their ego take over everything that, you know, they're having in their head. So yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about with meditation. So definitely start meditating. If you're watching this is for you. Meditate, okay? Meditate. But again, make sure it's not a stressful thing for you. And if I'm looking this way, it's because the camera's over here, but I'm looking at myself, so sorry. But yes, meditate, you guys. It'll help, and it takes some time for practice, just like anything else, but I promise you will see the benefits if you learn to quiet your mind. And it's a easy way to be able to connect to your ancestors and any deities or anything like that you want to reach out to. You have to be aligned. You have to be in the vibration of the gods to be able to reach them. So always keep that in mind. Always stay focused. I don't know why I say stay focused. I guess someone needed to hear that, but stay focused, whatever you're trying to do. And really focus on yourself, you guys. Work on yourselves. Work on bettering yourselves, so that you can have the right light to shine to others, so that, you know, everything will just be aligned. And that's what meditation is all about. That's what spirituality is all about. Aligning yourself so that everything can become aligned for you. And that's just how the universe works. As above, so below. So that's all, you guys, for this video about meditation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some tips or some reasons as to why you should start meditating. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Love from a Leo. Bye.